now, but Pratama, he's all over the back now of Hakim, side of David Gonzalez, but Christian Daniel, the American rookies cut like this and being this sort of exciting since Mario Aggi was super. Going to go between the middle of both of them, but he can't. He's going to have to try and outbrake.
Slap. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing again. Can he go from third to second? You know, I said he's going to take risks. He took those risks and he's back with them.
And he had to duo.
And he's going to pick up a double slipstream in a minute, isn't he? As he already is Riate. And there is Christian, the American, on and inside.
Leading Indonesia. Veda Pratama is well in
commentator's curse, please, because, you know, I also said he's going to do. He started on the 8th row of the grid. He was much quicker in the free practice.
Loses a lot of indeed for Christian Daniel with just 3 laps left for you lot since won a certain Tayo Furusato. He was, well, only a couple of hundreds quicker than Brian at that time around. Must have run wide there. But yes, Mitani.
It's just 2 laps remaining then. It's Veda Pratama, Brian
now, so he's a real big beneficiary. Beñat Fernandez falls
Hakim that much. It means he's got to take a lot of chances to read Beñat Fernandez.
Zed Mitani, the number 34, Asia. So it's on between Christian Daniel and David Gonzalez then.
Free practice session, he made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously got
finish there. So I mean,
it's the visibly you can
underneath you, and Fernandez doing superb.
He is, and he's battling with Carl.
Unfortunately gone down. They are so much more confident in this section, Peter. That's what this series is all about. Equal machine
of Christian Daniel Jr.
Yeah, there he is. Then he's made his way through both now in this leading group. Superb stuff from him. I was looking through his results.
Head down and be confident that no one's going to be able to pass him. So let's see Pratama, but that's given Veda a bit of breathing space. You know, scared to lead on the last laps. You know, just when you think of my race from last year, I'm going to work off the experience I got from last.
At this stage in the game, it is now on between these two.
That's the mistake. He missed, you know, the end of qualifying, but he said
that's about nearly 3 seconds quicker than they were in the opening. Very close. He looks to be starting his season with an hour
on the 54. Brian Iriarte behind him.
Place in the series. He didn't quite come away with just on the side of the tyre.
Yeah,
in the long corner. Christian, this is really great to see.
Absolutely superb stuff.
Bends his line beautifully,
and this is where it all goes wrong for Hakim.
Mario and that little pint-sized rocket he was several years ago. And this is just letting the others get away. Hakim up the first. We have not seen an Indonesian rider battling at the front. He's shut off there to avoid it in the back of Christian Daniel. He's trying to
get sucked into those 3. He was super late on the brakes, so the third comes Hakim Daniel.
It's like a yo-yo.
He did close it, Vanny.
Yeah, truly on the case, isn't he?
Yeah,
chasing down the leading.
Very well. Let's just keep our fingers crossed for him. It's still Pratama and Iriarte.
Well then, Peter, we have Spain leading Malaysia to go, but don't count your chickens before they hatch.
No. Yeah, and Zen, he was another one of those who made a mess of qualifying, and that is why.
But he takes the fastest lap of the race. A lot of chatter there for David Gonzalez in Japan. This is probably the most exciting rider to come out of the Asia Talent Cup.
Iriarte.
And there we have it, Pratama extending the lead way back down the order to 12th place, unfortunately, in the final corner.
You know, close that gap again over the rest of the lap.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Talent Cup champion started 23rd on the grid. He is up into 30th.
And that, you know, that means when they've got away from things sorted now, because he's battling with the number 7 of BERSEJARAH, can't you, in the background there?
And that's when you know there is a massive difference in
to Thompson, Carla Thompson, as I say, you know, he didn't. He was fastest in first.
Look at
they're just
they pulled
racing
out, you know, a couple of tenths away from Brie. It's about talent and how well you can work the motorcycle and on David Gonzalez and Hakim Danish. We see Lennox from Marazon for European Talent Cup last year, and I wouldn't say he set the world alight, but
if that's the way he plays it, and whether Brian's got something up his sleeve. And there is a 7.
Give a shout out to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up there into 5th.
Behind the Spaniard, or will he risk showing?
34 Asia Talent Cup champion, started 23rd on the grid.
That if he can get away from Brian Uriarte, he doesn't well, but obviously got things sorted now because he's battling. He's did these laps in qualifying on their own. Very much Hakim Danish. He's battling with Carter Thompson. Carter Thompson, as I say, he didn't.
He's sitting behind Brian Uriarte. I mean, these two quite clearly have a lot more equal machinery. It's about talent and how well you can work the caught him. Danish has caught him. Will we see a kind of move down here from him? I was looking through his results for the European Talent Cup last year, and I won
the battle for third. In front is Giulio Pugliese with Carter Thompson behind him. Thing space.
Got to give a shout out to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7.
And there is the leading Giro now. Up at the experience I got from last year. See if I can. Oh, and a nasty moment there for to see that it is just between himself and Pugliese qualifying. But he said, look, I'm just going to look over things. I'm going to talk to and between Giulio Pugliese and Carter Thompson. Superb battle.
He's in with an absolute corker, though.
Yeah, and talking to him after qualifying.
Big old podium fight towards the end of the race. But this for now with a podium to finish off the year at all. This chasing pack, the riders he's amongst, they're running 145s. He was running 1 what a lad he is. So Veda Ega finished up last year in this championship. Big good news actually for the chasers, Peter, because Beñat Fernandez was running.
Came off, he was way down 15th.
Lap penalty, so yeah, it's all due to shortcuts at turn 4 then. So certainly not a day for Royal Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go.
And once Hakim Danish shows him a wheel, let's just see what the Spaniard can do.
For the first time, it was Sullivan Moundsy who went down. Oh dear, what a shame for Sullivan.
Possibly can, I'm sure that's absolutely true, as Carter Thompson is up into 3rd place.
There was someone else who went down and things like that, but I couldn't quite pinpoint.
And he's just dialing it in and closing down on passing everybody at the first corner, and he's come unglued for him,
perhaps.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, right now that is. We're speaking to Danny Ribalta, rider coach, and he said I'm along that penalty for Fernandez and
shortcut at turn 4, so they must have cut it of the Asia Talent Cup for you lot, since one a certain there does have a long lap penalty.
And Da Costa's got a long lap penalty as well.
Unfortunately, in the final corner, must have run wide there. But yeah,
the Spaniard, just how good he is, just where he's so good.
He is up into 13th now, so he's a real big beneficiary.
Need a pacemaker. He can do the lap time on his own. So will he stick with the number 7 of Beñat Fernandez?
Zembitani, the number.
He just went round and round and round on his own, and he knows that he was fastest in first pre-practice session. He made a mess of qualifying as
pacing everybody else.
And both of these start going
motorcycle underneath you, and Fernandez doing superb.
He is.
Into the likes of Garage where the long lap penalty is no. So he set the world alight, but Peter, that's what this series is all about.
And ahead is the battle
there we
for
go.
the lead.
He's up there into 5th now in this leading group. Superb stuff.
Ahead with the trailing battle for 3rd place. This is whoever it was behind Veda Ega, but that's given Veda a bit of breathing in the battle for 3rd place. The technical staff, I'm going to review my race from last year. I'm going to work off the 2 of them. Carter Thompson on the 50 looks behind. He wasn't happy, he made the mistake. He missed, the end of
between the 31 and the 50 is now a battle for the podium. But he was certainly very close. He looks to be starting his C44. So if he manages to haul them back up, they could actually bring a 8th place in the series. He didn't quite come away. A really good pace out front. He was much faster than these.
To 3rd. What about that?
Goodness
in one
me.
lap.
Absolutely quality. That must have been right at the start or something like that, one of those laps or so. But this could.
Veda Ega up into 3rd place. He can do.
We've also got Alejandro Fernandez has also got a long lead.
So that's 2 British riders out if their timing screens are right. But Brian is above all else a racer.
31 and the 50 is now a battle.
Gas as hard as he wanted to.
There's Ramersdorfer who went down. He was running 144. So if he manages to haul them back, and he's got David Gonzalez with him.
And I think
Fernandez was running a really good pace out front. He was much faster. What a big shame that was. Such a good charge through the field already. But we switched it, so we missed that. That must have been right at the start or something like that. One of those. What on earth has happened? It looks like it was Tinez, the Venezuelan.
What the Spaniard can do.
we've also got Alejandro Fernandez is also timing screens, and it really impacted Benyat. Fernandez is someone else who's gone down too.
Into third place, but Brian is above all else.
I'm hoping for a much better start tomorrow. Someone's down in the background, Peter. Couldn't see who it was.
On Brian Uriarte. Now we say, I'm sure Brian's going all the way up into the top 10. And there is Veda still leading. Now that is your second place man. The number 13 has cleared off from 11th place. They're now into 10th place actually. And
they must have cut it a bit too tight at some point early from bottom. He's made a move up towards 6th
as well.
I wonder why.